guys, welcome to Wrestle Kingdom. Latest news: Tony Khan accuses WWE and AEW and WWE crossover. Jeff Hardy says, "I feel guilt and shame." The unprotected chair shot at Jack Perry. Updates on Sting's son training. WWE Wrestlemania to London. Updates on Brock Lesnar return. Updates on Bryan Danielson AEW contract. And AEW Dynamite ratings. Starting with Tony Khan, the AEW president accused WWE team for leaking details about AEW media rights. Tony Khan said, "I don't usually do this, but since Brandon brought it up and asked, I had a major member of the wrestling media mention to me yesterday. WWE is telling people that, and I don't know why WWE is telling people about our media rights deal. I don't know whether it's any of their business." Tony Khan also said, "I would love an AEW and WWE crossover super show," and they made their first crossover with Drew McIntyre and Jack Perry. Drew McIntyre posted a photo with Jack Perry and he captioned, "Cry as a river." And now this post has been deleted from social media. Speaking of Jack Perry, the backstage notes on unprotected chair shot in AEW Blood and Gut match. During the match, Jack Perry was handcuffed to the cage and took an unprotected chair shot from Mark Briscoe. The Wrestling Observer Radio Brian Alvarez reported that a gimmick chair was used for the unprotected chair shot. Speaking of AEW, the former AEW superstar Jeff Hardy said, "I feel guilt, shame and sorry for breaking AEW's trust and Matt Hardy trust in me." During a recent appearance at Busted Open Radio podcast, Jeff Hardy commented on the guilt and shame he feels over his latest DUI charge and breaking the AEW trust in him. He said, "We are definitely to win TNA Tag Team titles. I still have so much guilt and shame from AEW giving me an opportunity and even Matt, to me breaking trust with my personal issues and real life. I want to make that up to Matt. I will say right here that I will not break TNA's trust. That's in my past. It feels good to have somewhat of a clean slate with that staff and start fresh instead of having that guilt and shame about what I did in a certain world of pro wrestling." Another AEW superstar, Darby Allin, on Sting's son training. He said, "We are going to take our time." Darby Allin gave an update on Steven and made it clear sufficient training cannot be rushed process. He said, "He's still training, he stays outside in the tent and my front yard. And yeah, it's still coming. Definitely want to take our time with that and not rush anything because we don't want it to look like, oh, Sting's son getting a handout and we're just going to rush him in there and this guy sucks really bad in the ring. No, we want to make sure he's ready to rock. You know, whenever he steps foot in the ring, you only get one shot at a first impression." The Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, met with WWE President Nick Khan and Triple H Chief Content Officer Paul Levesque at London City Hall to discuss their shared ambition of bringing WrestleMania to the capital. Triple H on a Brock Lesnar return. While visiting London to speak with the mayor on Thursday, Triple H said, "You'd have to ask Brock Lesnar that. Brock kind of does his own thing. He's up in Canada, I'm sure, watching his kid play hockey and enjoying life. If and when he decides he would like to do something, we'll be open to conversation. We'll see." Bryan Danielson says, "My AEW contract expires on August 1. Next Thursday, my wrestling contract is up, which also happens to be my son's 4th birthday." And AEW Dynamite rating. The Wednesday night episode of AEW Dynamite on TBS. Viewers are down from last week's show. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more wrestling news and wrestling content.